Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'm Dr. Cliff Smyth. I teach in the Department of Mind-Body Medicine in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences at Saybrook University. And I invite you to sense the support of your body from whatever you're sitting on, from the chair, the bed, and of course there's the floor beneath them, and beneath them the earth that holds us. And I invite you to take 3 deepening breaths, not too big, very slow and without strain. And breathing out slowly and softly with a sense of softening in the abdomen and the chest. And now allowing your attention to stay on the breath. As you finish these 3 deepening breaths and continue breathing, sense the experience of breathing in its fullness. And allowing the attention to ride on the waves of breathing like a leaf riding on the waves of a pond or a lake. Sensing the experience of breathing. And some forms of meditation make use of imagery, and we know that imagery makes use of the same parts of the brain and the nervous system as the actual sensory experience. And many Buddhist practices make use of imagery from nature, trees, mountains, clouds in the sky, animals, to connect with the qualities of nature. So today we'll make use of the image of a lake. And other versions of this meditation can be found in John Kabat-Zinn's Guided Mindfulness Meditation Recordings, Volume 2, and also in the Clinical Handbook of Mindfulness, edited by Dodona in 2009. So breathing, and begin to imagine a lake. It might be a real lake, or an imagined one you've seen in a movie or a photograph. It might be the one on the slide on the screen, or very different. It might be in a forest or a desert. And you might get some picture in your mind's eye, but that's not required. You might just get an impression of a lake, a felt sense of being near a lake in front of you. And the image or the felt sense might be fuzzy or clear. That doesn't matter. Maybe the image of the lake or the feeling flickers a little bit, like when you're hiking down to a lake, driving down to a lake through the trees, and you glimpse it through the green and brown of the trees, or maybe the brown, green, and white if the trees have snow on them. Imagining your lake, and eventually you are there by the lake, getting a sense of the lake, a body of water. And water likes to go to the lower places where it can find the right depth to rest in. The lake is supported by the earth from beneath and all around it. There's a sense of that body of water being contained within this fold in the earth. Imagining a lake. And at the same time, the lake might be fed by a spring, a source of refreshing water. And in turn, the lake may feed a stream that nourishes a valley. It's a beautiful lake as you imagine it. It may be blue or green. As you imagine, consider that the surface of the lake can be still mirror-like. In the day, it reflects the sun and the sky and the clouds, reflects the hills and mountains and plants and trees around its banks. At night, it reflects the moon, the stars, the outlines of the trees and hills and mountains. The lake is peaceful now, but it can have many moods. The wind might ripple the surface a little. Imagining your lake and knowing that at times the surface may also be ruffled and disturbed with the wind, and ripples might even turn into waves. Or a strong wind with a storm, larger waves, the surface choppy, even froth and foam at the edge. The surface may be even pitted and roiled as curtains of rain pass over. But even then, not so far beneath the surface, the water will be calm. The lake calm at its depths, undisturbed, quiet. The sand and the rocks at the bottom at peace. In the winter, your lake might be frozen, a hard crust of ice at the surface. And yet, even then, in its depths, life goes on. There is the movement of life, of fish, crawdads, and other creatures moving and creating life. In the summer, the lake may be warm and you could float on it like a leaf on the surface, undulating, or plunge into its refreshing depths. I invite you now, in any way that you can comfortably imagine it, to bring this lake into yourself, for you to become the lake. Bring in the lake, the sense of the lake. The lake held by the earth beneath and all around. Embracing the lake's moods. Feeling its quiet. Sensing its capacity to endure the storm and return to calm at all levels. The lake's ability to reflect clearly. The lake's ability to hold life and to sparkle with joyful sunlight dancing on your waters. Bringing in the lake, being the lake in all its qualities. Refreshing the image of the lake, the sense of the lake in all its qualities. Its capacity to hold, its depth, its changing moods. I invite you now just to slowly become aware of the body and the breathing again. I invite you to bring one arm across your chest and rest the hand on the opposite shoulder blade or upper arm or ribs, and bring the other arm across so that the two arms crossed over, one above the other, kind of form two mountain peaks. The elbows form two mountain peaks, and you can soften your hands and hold yourself, doing it in any way that's comfortable, hugging yourself in any way that's comfortable. Holding yourself now like the mountains and the earth hold the lake. And feel the waves of your breathing. Let the arms rest on the chest and feel the waves of your breathing. And your capacity to hold all the moods of your life right now. Holding yourself now like the mountains and the earth hold the lake. Resting in the breathing and the holding. And of course, resting your arms whenever you care to. And coming back to being aware of your body sitting or lying there, the breath in the body. Sense your mood right now. And know you can carry any of these feelings that you want to into your day. And knowing that you can return to this image of the lake anytime you wish. Breathing, sensing the support for your body and the breath in your body. And coming back even more to being aware of the room that you're in, and eventually our circle together here in this special place we've created. Thank you, and wishing you the greatest possible safety and health.